In the fast-paced world of motorcycling, where technology evolves at a blistering rate, there exists a handful of machines that seem to operate outside the normal flow of time. They are icons, legends, and living fossils all at once. Perhaps no motorcycle embodies this spirit more than the Suzuki Z400S. For over 2 decades, it has been the venerable workhorse of the dual sport world, an analog hero in a digital age. But with each passing year, the question from the faithful and the curious alike grows louder. Is this the year? Is 2025 the year Suzuki finally bestows a meaningful update upon its most beloved trail machine? The Drive Z400S is a motorcycle sold on the merits of its past. Its reliability is the stuff of legend, its simplicity a breath of fresh air, and its capability a benchmark for what a true 50/50th dual sport should be. Yet, its technology is also a time capsule from the year 2000. As we look toward the 2025 model year, we're not just asking for a new bike. We're asking what the future of a legend could and should look like. This is a deep dive into the speculation, the rumors, and the logical predictions for the 2025 Suzuki Z400S. Part 1. The enduring legacy. Why we still love the Drive ZT. Understand the clamor for a new Drive Z. One must first appreciate why the old one is so revered. Its continued success isn't an accident. It's a testament to a near-perfect original formula. Stone Axe reliability. The 398cc liquid-cooled single-cylinder engine is arguably one of the most durable power plants ever put in a dirt-oriented motorcycle. Stories of Dr. G hitting 50,000, 70,000, or even 100,000 miles with little more than routine maintenance are common. This bulletproof reputation is its single greatest asset, the carburetor, charm, and curse. Powered by a Mikuni BSR 3.6 carburetor, the Drive Z is one of the last carbureted dual sports from a major manufacturer. For garage tinkerers, it represents ultimate simplicity and serviceability. There are no complex fuel maps or electronic sensors to fail deep in the woods. Versatility as a blank canvas. The Drive Z400S is the definition of a do-it-all machine. It's competent on single-track trails, comfortable enough for backroad commuting, and capable of long-distance adventure touring with the right modifications. Unmatched aftermarket support. 2 decades of production have resulted in a staggering aftermarket ecosystem. You can transform a Drive Z into a hardcore enduro, a supermoto weapon, the factory SM model, or a globe-trotting adventure bike. Whatever you want it to be, there's a part for it. This formula has kept the DRZ relevant. But the world has changed, and the very things that make it charming are now its greatest weaknesses. Part 2. The case. For a 2025 overhaul, the arguments for a modern DRZ are compelling and grow stronger with each new competitor that enters the market. Fuel injection is non-negotiable. The carburetor is the bike's biggest anachronism. It's sensitive to altitude changes, requires manual choking for cold starts, and is the primary reason the bike struggles to meet modern, stringent emission standards like Euro 5+, which has already seen it discontinued in Europe. A modern electronic fuel injection (FEA) system would provide crisp throttle response, better fuel economy, and automatic adjustment for altitude and temperature. The cries for a 6th gear. The Drive Z's 5-speed transmission is perfectly adequate for trail riding but becomes a significant drawback on the highway. At speeds above 65 miles per hour, 105 kilometers per hour, the engine buzzes at high RPMs, creating vibration and consuming fuel. A wide ratio 6-speed gearbox is the single most requested feature from the community. It would transform the bike's on-road manners, making it a far more capable long-distance machine. aesthetics, and electronics. The simple, round headlight and analog dashboard are charmingly retro, but they lack modern functionality. A bright, efficient LED headlight is a major safety improvement. A modern LCD or even a small TFT dash could provide crucial information like a gear position indicator, a fuel gauge, a notorious omission, and trip computers, weight and suspension. While the Drive Z suspension is good for its era, it's outclassed by modern components. The bike's wet weight of around 320 pounds, 145 kilograms, is respectable but could be trimmed with modern materials and design. Part 3. The speculative 2025 Drive Z400S Next Gen. Specs. Let's build the dream 2025 DRZ. This isn't a wild fantasy but a logical evolution based on Suzuki's existing technology and market demands. Engine and drivetrain. Engine, 398cc liquid-cooled, DOHC single-cylinder with electronic fuel injection. The most likely scenario is that Suzuki will retain the legendary and reliable 398cc block but develop a modern EFI system for it. This is the path of least resistance, preserving the engine's character while solving its biggest problem. A slight bump in horsepower and torque from the current approximately 33 to 35 horsepower to a healthier 38 to 40 horsepower is a realistic expectation. Transmission, wide ratio 6-speed gearbox. This is a must. The first 5 gears would likely remain similar for excellent trail performance, with the 6th gear acting as a true overdrive for relaxed highway cruising. Exhaust, a new, higher flow exhaust system with a modern catalytic converter to meet global emissions standards. Chassis, suspension and brakes. Frame, retained steel semi-double cradle frame. Suzuki would likely stick with the durable steel frame, perhaps with minor revisions to geometry or to accommodate the new engine components. But its core strength is a key selling point. Suspension, upgraded, fully adjustable suspension. Expect modern Showa or KYB components. The front would be a 49mm inverted fork, fully adjustable for preload, compression, and rebound damping. The rear would be a piggyback-style monoshock, also fully adjustable. This would be a massive upgrade over the current, more basic setup. Brakes, modern Nissan calipers with a larger 270mm front rotor. The most significant addition would be switchable ABS, a dual-channel ABS system that can be turned off at the rear wheel or completely. For off-road riding is now the industry standard for dual sports. Electronics and ergonomics. Lighting, full LED package. A powerful multi-projector LED headlight, bright LED turn signals, and a new LED taillight design. Dashboard. A modern compact LCD digital display. Key information would include a digital speedometer, tachometer, odometer, dual trip meters, a clock, a fuel gauge, and a gear position indicator. Ergonomics, a redesigned, more comfortable seat for longer rides, and possibly a new handlebar bend, and foot peg position to create a more modern rider triangle. The fuel tank might be slightly reshaped and see a marginal increase in capacity from 2.6 to 2.8 gallons, 10 to 10.6 liters. Part 4. The bottom line, release date and price. This is where speculation meets market reality. Predicted release date, motorcycle. Manufacturers operate on a predictable schedule. If a significantly updated 2025 DRZ400S is coming, we can expect official announcement late summer, early fall 2024, August, October 2024. This often coincides with major international motorcycle shows like EICMA, dealership arrival, late fall 2024, early winter 2025, November 2024, January 2025 in major markets like North America. Predicted price. The current Z400S sits at an attractive MSRP of around $7,199 United States dollars. This is its competitive edge. The price of a new model depends entirely on the level of the update. Scenario 1. Most likely, the Evolution model. If Suzuki implements the core updates FE, 6-speed gearbox, new dash, and LED lighting, we can realistically expect a price increase of $1,000, $1,300. This would place the 2025 DRZ400S at an MSRP of approximately $8,199, $8,499. This price keeps it highly competitive against bikes like the Kawasaki KLX300, while undercutting European rivals. Scenario 2, less likely, the Revolution model. If Suzuki goes for a complete redesign with an all-new, lighter engine and an aluminum frame, the price would have to jump into the $9,500 plus range, putting it in direct competition with the Honda CRF 450L and closer to the KTM 350EXCF. This is a riskier move that could alienate its budget-conscious base. Conclusion: the verdict on 2025. The Suzuki DRZ400S stands at a crossroads. To do nothing is to risk fading into complete irrelevance as emissions laws tighten and competitors advance. To change too much is to risk losing the simple, reliable soul that made it a legend. The most logical and wisest path for Suzuki is a thoughtful evolution. A 2025 model with fuel injection, a 6th gear, and modern electronics isn't just a dream. It's a market necessity. It would be a motorcycle that respects its past while embracing the future. A machine that retains its bulletproof heart but gains the worldly wisdom of modern technology. Whether Suzuki will finally pull the trigger remains the million-dollar question. But one thing is certain: the entire dual sport community is watching, waiting, and hoping that 2025 is finally the year the legend is reborn.